Welcome to WKP. Today we're going to be forecasting Hurricane Ida, but before we do, take a look at the message, or the gospel message in the description. It's a very powerful message, and you could spend an eternity in heaven if you follow what the message says. Well, let's get right into the forecast for this storm. As you can see, Ida has a very, very well-defined eye, and the flow in Ida is a very, very nice counterclockwise turn. I'm sorry that I misinterpreted flow as convection in my previous forecasts. I do apologize for this mistake. Anyway, as you can see, Ida is a very, very strong looking hurricane, and it's likely we could see a major hurricane landfall. Here's what the National Hurricane Center is forecasting. As you can see, they are bringing this to major hurricane status, which is Category 3 and above, and the NHC is forecasting a Category 4 with 130-mile-an-hour wind on landfall in New Orleans. Now, I was thinking in my previous forecast that it may not be as likely since the strength of Ida has flatlined a little bit, but I think it is still quite possible we could see a Category 4 on landfall because of the satellite imagery, and the pressure in Ida is dropping, meaning that Ida is strengthening. Now, one thing that we should take into account is, take a look at this. The wind field on this thing is starting to expand outwards. Now, with this wider wind field, that's putting a lot of places in the tropical storm force wind, in a tropical storm force wind chance, and excuse me, and there's also quite a few places that could be in the path of hurricane force winds. And as this gets closer to landfall, I believe what we're going to see is this wind field is going to start expanding out more, because we're seeing that trend already. So with a wider wind field, more places are going to be impacted by tropical storm and hurricane force winds. As you can see, hurricane warning for portions of Louisiana. Mississippi and Alabama have a tropical storm warning, and almost all the way to Cameron, Louisiana, there is a tropical storm warning. Again, like I said, because of that wide wind field, that's what we'll be seeing. Now, as far as evacuation goes, if you can go right now, because by Sunday 2 a.m., the first tropical storm force winds will be arriving in New Orleans, and by Sunday 8 a.m., those tropical storm force winds will be well on land. So it's something that you need to do now if you can evacuate. Now, while sorry about that. The website was taking me a little long to load. Anyway, as you can see here, around a 90% chance of tropical storm force winds extending from the coast of Louisiana all the way up into portions of Mississippi. There's around a almost 90% chance of hurricane force winds on land. And the chance for hurricane force winds is going to go up as this storm intensifies and gets closer to the actual landfall occurring. Now, we also have to take a look at the amount of storm surge. As you can see, 10 to 15 feet for certain portions of Louisiana, 7 to 11 feet, and 4 to 7 feet in Ocean Springs, Mississippi, Alabama border, 2 to 4 feet, and Lake Pontchartrain, 5 to 8 feet. Sabine Pass, even 1 to 3 feet of storm surge. This storm surge is very dangerous. Not only is the storm surge dangerous, there's a high chance of tons of rain. As you can see, almost 15 to 20 inches of rain in New Orleans, and that leads to an increased chance for flash flooding. Now, I'll put in the description and comments some things that you should do if you do plan on evacuating, staying, or going to a shelter. Thank you for watching. This has been WKP.